it's Liv. Welcome back to my channel. So today, the date that I'm filming this, it is Canada Day. And since it is officially July and it really is starting to feel like the start of summer, I thought I would do a video showing you guys what I am making for our Canada Day barbecue. In this video, I will actually be going over to my parents' house because that's where our barbecue is, and I don't have one here at my apartment, so I have to go over there. But this video obviously is just going to be me showing you some barbecue friendly recipes, and it's also just really good for summer meals in general. So yeah, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm really excited to show you guys the recipes. Really quick, if you're not following me already on Instagram, I will put it right here. It is at itslivb. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get into it. So I started off by making some potatoes. So I just washed them off and then cut them into wedges by cutting them in half and then cutting each half in either thirds or halves. We just drizzled some olive oil on top and then added salt and pepper and paprika because that helps them brown, and I also love the slightly smoky flavor that it gives. The way that we cooked these was on the barbecue in some foil. So for the skewers, I cut up some mushrooms. These are just button mushrooms that I cut in half, and then I also chopped up some red bell pepper and zucchini. I cut them into fairly large pieces just because I find that that's easiest for the skewers, and then they also don't get too mushy, so I kind of kept them pretty thick and in big chunks, and then I just assembled the skewers by alternating mushrooms, bell peppers, and zucchini. Before putting them on the barbecue, I brushed them with a mixture of equal parts of olive oil and balsamic vinegar just to give it some nice flavor and help it cook. So I just used a little rubber basting brush, I guess this is called, and put the olive oil and balsamic vinegar on top, and then we just put those onto the barbecue. For the salad, I chose this kale salad mix. This is from Costco, and it also has some broccoli and Brussels sprouts and cabbage in it, pumpkin seeds and dried cranberries as well. And then the dressing that we made for this was the same dressing that I made on my broccoli salad in my potluck recipes video. So it is a combination of Veganese, vinegar, and sugar, and it sounds kind of weird, but I promise it makes the best, most creamy dressing, and it tastes amazing on kale, especially if you have kind of like a heartier salad. It's just such a good combination. So that is how we did the salad. And then the burgers we used were some store-bought, just soy patty burgers. These ones are one of our favorite kinds. So what we did with those is just put them on a piece of foil with a little bit of oil on it, just so that they don't stick. And then we also put the skewers on the barbecue and just flipped them every once in a while so that they didn't burn and so that they were cooked evenly all the way around. Once the burgers had been flipped, we added some barbecue sauce on top, and just shout out to my dad. He is like a barbecuer extraordinaire, and he cooked all of this stuff absolutely perfectly. So you can see the potatoes in the foil here. You kind of just want to stir everything around so that it gets cooked nicely. We put some vegan butter on buns and just toasted those on the grill. And then once everything was almost ready, we removed the potatoes because they were done first. And as you can see, they are cooked perfectly. They are super soft inside and a little bit crispy on the outside. My favorite way to eat them. And right before we took the burgers off, we actually put some slices of pineapple on the grill because I am obsessed with grilled pineapple on burgers. You guys have to try it. It is so amazing. I love getting the little char marks on them. It just makes it look really good, but it also just tastes really, really good on top of burgers. We also added some vegan cheese slices and lettuce and tomato and ketchup to the burgers, but you guys are free to put on whatever you like. I just highly recommend the pineapple because it's something different. It feels really summery and it just tastes so freaking good. So yeah, we were all super into this summery barbecue meal for sure. For the cake, I lost the footage somehow of me assembling the dry ingredients, but basically you just put flour, sugar, baking powder, and baking soda into a bowl. The recipe is below. And then in a separate bowl, you want to combine the wet ingredients. So you're going to add almond milk, white vinegar, applesauce, oil, and vanilla, and whisk that up so that it's all combined. And then add the wet ingredients to the dry and stir until it just comes together. So you don't want to over mix it because then it can get kind of gummy. So you want to mix it just until all of the dry ingredients are incorporated. And it's okay if there are a few lumps. As you can see, I have a few lumps in mine, but it's totally fine. You don't have to stir it until it's completely smooth. So I put mine in a round cake pan that I greased just with a little bit of vegetable shortening and then floured. And literally all you do is just put a bit of flour in it and shake it around so that it gets stuck to the shortening. And this will make sure that your cake doesn't stick and it just comes out perfectly once it is done cooking. So I just baked that, and all of the baking instructions are below. And then I let it cool completely while we were cooking and eating dinner. As you can see, we just sliced it with a thread, or you can also use a piece of dental floss, and it's just a lot easier than trying to use a knife. So I put the first layer down on a plate and then added some local fresh strawberries that we just chopped and crushed up with a masher. And as you can see, they are so juicy and just perfect. These were so good. That's why I really love making this in the summer, because the strawberries are just always so perfectly ripe. And then I added some Cocoa Whip on top. Cocoa Whip is just coconut whipped cream. You can buy it from most stores, or you can make your own coconut whipped cream as well. There are tons of recipes for that on the internet. And then I added the top layer and another layer of Cocoa Whip. And then I added just some fresh berries on top as decoration, and that was that. Everybody was so obsessed with this cake, and I know you guys are going to love it, so I really hope you try it out, and I really hope you enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you some ideas for summer recipes and things that you can make or bring to a barbecue. As always, thank you so much for your support. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!